Alright, we're making some more blimps, and at the end of the last blimp video, we saw that the American flag was cut off, and you can see why. I just put the green wire on. You can see where that's cut off, so we'll have to bring all that up. I said we'll have to bring all of that up, like that. So that's good and done, but we're not going to make night blimps right now. We're going to go back to our day blimps, and we're just going to rapid fire a bunch of them. First one's going to be the Fujifilm blimp, which I have experimented with before. I want to move all this over. So that seems like it's pretty self-explanatory what we're doing here. Whites. We got our Hoosier. That's done. Let's turn off our stuff for the night. And we'll start working on our Fuji. Cockpit. White. With a green. Looks like it's going to be like a green situation. We can probably just grab that green from here. Although that might look too bizarre. But we'll see. I mean, that's not what we're doing. We're going to make the whole thing white and then run a stripe along. You know, a green stripe like how the Goodyear was. But, so we'll see what the... what that green will look like. And this just isn't... White just doesn't fly. Even our off-white, just it's just too bright. We don't need Hoosier here anymore, obviously. So Fuji... Fujifilm... We should have everything here. Yeah, it's basically everything right here. And we'll knock all that white out. Doesn't look like we'll have any white to contend with. You know, hidden in one of the letters. So we'll drop this in here. But we got to start making what's going on going across. So we'll grab the blue from our Goodyear. We got that going on. And then we want to change this to this green. I just don't know. I just don't know. Fujifilm green. See if we can get a color here. Ugh. Fujifilm logo. Yeah, we'll grab that green. It changed a little bit. And we'll change the cockpit there. But now this is going to be interesting. Because I think, and actually, that mask I made, you can see that's basically where that was the mask the mask I made. I used the Fuji blimp I had messed with earlier. Before, you know, even before that other video I made. That's basically where the cutoff is, meaning any weird move you make after this area on the blimp, it starts circling up, you know, and meets up on the top like we saw in the last video. So we can't go any further than that. And we'll grab Fujifilm over here, and it's definitely grabbing a lot of the white around it. But we can get away with it here because we're just going to be making this white anyway. So that's good. And then we need like a I know I usually say, hey, go with parallelograms. But we're just gonna wing it here. We got that, and then let's match that white in the back. Bring it down underneath that. Or no, I gotta bring it yeah. And then I gotta bring that above that. Yeah, that looks good. And make Fuji a little bit bigger. I mean, and this is pretty much done now. We gotta match our bottom to kind of what we're doing down there. Let's make sure we turn off that wire and mask there. And then a red fin situation, which we can just try to match. Grab that red. And Fuji Blimp's done. And I think the Fuji Blimp's gonna look good. And we're gonna actually get wild here. Looks like it's some of that green is showing, so I want to just knock that down some more. I'm not sure if those are one. That's why I make parallel. That's why I make squares, and then it doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like it's 100%, you know, parallel those two lines. But that's fine. So we're gonna save this as Blimp Fuji, or export it as Blimp Fuji. So that one's done. Up next, Duff beer. We can actually get rid of everything as we go. This will be easy because we already have where is he at? 15. Yeah. We got everything we need here. We got that and the Duff. And it's pretty bare bones what they're doing here. White and black and red. Really, really simple stuff. We don't even need that going across. We'll drop Duff in here. That and Fuji can take a hike. And we'll spin that like that. Get rid of that little box we made. And we'll see what this looks like. This might end up being too big. I definitely gotta... I know I have that mask that gives me a rough idea. But top and bottom, it's just... You just gotta kind of wing it. Rectangle and wire. I should rename these. But this is going to be red. Oh, man. Oh, man. That doesn't look bad. And then the fins. Fin and cockpit are both going to be like a grayish situation. And then we need the bottom. Or let's get that rectangle just out of there. Hang on. Ooh. And then our bottom. Again, we can, if we use that red of the Duff, which I just, you know, the shading I put on the Blimp means that doesn't match. So that's why I always gotta go grab the darker red at the bottom. So I got news for you. Our Duff blimp is done. That was pretty simple. And actually, you know, let's change our Duff white to our off-white. It's just too bright on these blimps. So blimp, Duff, that one's done. Next one. Okay, next one is Reynolds wrap, which we're making from scratch. We're making the next couple from scratch here. Reynolds wrap. And we need... Probably could just... Oh, you know what? Probably could just go to New Hampshire. I don't know what I want. No, I don't know what I want to do here. But we'll grab the blue and pink and the Reynolds wrap there. But I really don't know what I want to do here. But let's get rid of the Duff situation. Definitely want. Let's go back to Goodyear and get all of our body, you know, our paint lines or whatever. So there we go. And maybe bottom pink. Top blue. And I mean, probably don't even need these lines anymore. This one will make silver. We'll try to. And then our actual Reynolds wrap, we'll bring her over. What happened with this? Oh, that's the actual Goodyear. Okay. That's the actual Goodyear thing. And I got rid of that. And we'll bring this over here, and that's obviously too big with you know what we've learned over time. So we gotta make that smaller. How much smaller, I don't know. But we have a rough idea. Probably about right there is gonna be good. And then cockpit. I don't know how close I was to the mic there. Cockpit. I mean, pink is almost, it's almost too obvious. Maybe go with our blue. What happened here? I guess. And then the fin will make silver, which it was already. I think it was already silver anyway. And then the bottom's gonna match that dark pink. And I mean, it's. See you later. Blimp RW. Next up is PBS Sports. Wow. So we'll go to Track MIPS and we'll go grab our usual PBS Sports, wherever this is at. We'll grab that, bring it back in. This is the first black blimp that we'll be making here. We'll get rid of all that. Rectangle. And I don't know why I split these up. This should just stay the same color. Again, all black, can't do that. So maybe something like that. PBS Sports. Turn on our mask here. Probably can make it a little bit bigger. Something like this. Turn our mask off. Cockpit, and I'm just kind of winging these black colors now. It's just an all black blimp. Don't even have to eye drop this, but I'm doing it anyway. And then the fin is black. That should end up looking good. Blimp PBS. That one's done. Ooh, MetLife is next. And where's she at? Where's the MetLife blimp at? Right here. That's what I was talking about with Snoopy. Like Snoopy, you know, he's piloted. This is the first one where, hey, it's important on which way we're orienting it, and you've probably seen in these videos already how the blimp, you always see this side of the blimp, so it wouldn't make sense to put Snoopy over here, because when we see this side of the blimp, Snoopy be over here. Meanwhile, it's always moving left to right, usually, so we'll put Snoopy, we'll flip this around, and we just need basically our Goodyear template. Put that there, and then make this our usual white. But then we need to get this MetLife blue correct, which I totally forgot to grab. MetLife. There's really no. I'm guessing it would be that. MetLife blimp. I mean, it's changed. It's hard to. It's hard to really get a good idea on what the blue is. This one feels right. Let's grab one of these. A little darker. That might work. And oh God, don't need PBS on there anymore. This MetLife might actually not work. That blue, I mean. But we'll see. All right, there's Snoopy. I know it's not the exact image on there, but hey, he's a pilot making moves. That's all we want. And let's look at our mask. Make sure he's hanging out right there. And then we're gonna have to do some little tracing here, basically to get rid of this red. You know, the doghouse he's sitting on. And we'll keep little Mert here. I forget his name. It's not going to be perfect. And we don't really have to trace anything else because everything else is not up against the doghouse. Drop him in there. So now the red is gone. And now we need our MetLife logo, which is right here. I had made these a couple times. I remember in a couple videos that it was flying around, making moves, but just decided to make them again. So here's our MetLife, and it's going to be white. Get rid of this mask again. And cockpit is going to be white. And it's the bottom of the blimp, so it's got to be like a darker. Basically got to match, be close to what's happening with the bottom of the blimp there, down here. Fin is red. And for consistency, we'll just try to grab a decent red from the scarf there. That's good. And then the bottom part's going to match this white down here. And I mean, you know what hurts is the white. The MetLife white throws everything out of whack a little bit. So it's brighten up the blimp some. Brighten up the cockpit some. And when we did all that, so we got to go back and brighten that up. And that'll actually, I think that'll look good. Blimp Met. That's done. We made Hoosier, and we got two more to make. We got we got the Brute Blimp and Blockbuster Video. What's this one? Blockbuster Video. So what's this one? MetLife. So what's the one I just deleted? Probably not important. That's Brute. What was this one? MetLife. Why is that opening in there? Say we have two more to make. Brute and Brute and Blockbuster. Yeah. So we'll get to work here with the Brute Blimp, which is pretty self-explanatory here, and we'll be able to use our Snoopy template here, and we need a good green here for the Brute situation. That'll work right there. Oh yeah. And we don't need... What don't we need anymore? We don't need Snoopy or MetLife. And we got Brute here. Yeah. We'll drop her in here. And... do a flood erase. Try to get rid of most of that white around the edges. We should be fine. Oh yeah. And it looks like it bleeds up into like the white of the blimp itself. Something like this. Yeah, a little bit. And what sucks is you just don't know where is it centered? Is it going to be centered? It's tough to say. But it looks like we got black everything else. We got the bottom can stay the same, but then we got nice black fin, and then the cockpit black as well. And Blimp Brute is done. And then last one's Blockbuster Video, which is basically going to be the Goodyear blimp. I mean, it looks pretty much right on with the Goodyear blimp. Pretty much. Like, we'll change the... We purposely made this gray. Let's change this to a brighter white. And we probably could just use the same whites from Snoopy and whatnot, but... I mean, that's pretty jobber blimp there by Blockbuster, but so on the cockpit, we don't need anything on the cockpit. We'll make it a little bit brighter there underneath, and then we actually got some fin action here. We'll actually eye drop that white up at the top of the blimp, because the fins are going to have to match the body there. And then we need the Blockbuster logo. Oh, nice. Excellent. I thought this was just an image, so I'll be able to grab all that and make moves with it. But okay. Blockbuster. And we'll have the Blockbuster logo on the fins. And we have a blue to match now. I wasn't anticipating that. So we'll put that on the fin, see if that looks like just trash. And let's see what happens when we match this blue and yellow. That's almost like turd yellow, you know? Turd yellow. Yeah, there you go. It's a little bit brighter. And then we need Blockbuster Video going across the whole thing. We don't have a lot of room for that, but we'll see what we can do. Don't need you anymore. Don't need you anymore. Don't need you anymore. We'll keep Goodyear, because Goodyear, that's basically how wide Blockbuster Video can be. So we're going to rotate you. We're going to grab all you, erase all you. Nah. Okay, no, I know what I'm doing now. And then we'll grab... Oh, you son of a biscuit. Like, it grabbed the Goodyear. I didn't want that to do that. And then we'll knock out that, and there we go. And then we need... Let's get rid of you. I need to get the height of this. 130.8. Let's match the video. 130.8. That was not correct. Oh, it's because it's rotated. So we just got to we just got to eyeball it. Not a problem. Oh, that was pretty much on the money there. What do we got here? That's pretty close. And let's bring our Goodyear back up. So we have some more room to we have some more room to experiment here. Blockbuster video. And I think that's going to be it here. We'll make it especially big. Test the boundaries. And that video, there's too much space there between Blockbuster and video. And so that one's done. That's blimp and block. So now we got all our blimps made. And I'm actually closing everything out because we're done making blimps here. So now we can actually have some fun, quote unquote fun. And we're going to let's see, do we have anything weird over here? Yeah, we grabbed some things we grabbed online, ended up over here, no problem. Now we're gonna start mipping all these. But we're going to name them all Blimp, but put them into different tracks. PBS, MetLife, Brute. What was this black here? Did I screw something up? What was it? What's that black there? Were they all like that? We'll see. Again, if you've been following me long enough, you know everything. I can be making all these moves and then just like drop a turd. That's usually what happens. So let's open up our tracks here. And we're going to drop these in one at a time into all these tracks. And we'll just try to remember which ones we drop them into. So Blimp, Blockbuster, MIP, that's fine. And that first Blimp. And then we'll drop that at Atlanta. So that one's done. Next up, Blimp Brute. That black's pissing me off. I don't know where that came from. I'm trying to think of which ones will definitely... Or no, then we got to rename them when we put them in. So Atlanta, Blimp, Block. Change that to just Blimp. And then... Bristol, Blimp, Brute, and I think... I'm trying to think if... I'm thinking the shared folder is going to overwrite... We'll go check this out right now. I'm thinking the shared folder is going to overwrite those. But at the same time, we took the main Blimp thing out. This should be Blockbuster video.
Drivers, to your cars.
No, that's Goodyear. So it's grabbing from. We're not going to be able to drop them into the individual tracks. I was hoping I was going to be able to do that. So we're not going to have fun, unfortunately. So we'll just have to grab these one at a time, look at them one at a time. No problem. Not a big deal. So this is yeah, we'll just go to Atlanta because we looked at what Lowe's Motor Speedway. There's Blockbuster video up there. Man, these guys are I think they're running at 104% right now. Yeah, Blockbuster Video blimp. You can't. It looks like the Goodyear blimp, so can't really tell. And then we'll keep the shared folder open. Go back and grab our Brute blimp, which we dropped into. Bristol. And we'll go to the scene of the crime here. Chastain, great move. I love it.
Drivers, to your cars.
And there's there she is right there, right above us. Are they running right now? Yeah, they are. I haven't really messed with Martinsville. We're probably not even going to be running Martinsville in this upcoming season. Just because I haven't been able to find a real nice one that I like. But there's the Brute blimp. Looks good. That's all that matters. It matters that it looks good from the track. We're not flying up there to look at it, you know. So Brute blimp's done. Duff Beer blimp. This is probably gonna look good too. And I renamed all these. Didn't have to. I'm trying to find some other tracks. I'm trying to think. Trying to think if North Wilkesboro has a blimp path. Some of them don't. We saw Pikes Peak. Yeah, I mean but the blimp is usually parked somewhere. Unless it's right above us and we missed it. Usually the blimp has to be parked somewhere. But I guess not here. I guess not. North Wilkesboro does not have a blimp. Or they might have just hit it really well behind something. Not 100% not 100% sure how that works. We'll go Pocono here. I forget which one we're even looking at. Duff. This is the Duff Beer blimp.
Drivers, to your cars.
Hey, that looks good. Yeah, we'll be on the track for a little bit here. Waiting for it. Yeah, these are going 104% right now, so they're hauling the mail. Wow, this was so long ago that we did Pocono. Oh, and here's an example of being able to see the left side of the blimp. If you were just looking, you saw it. It's usually going the other way, you know. Yeah, it's the Duff blimp. Fantastic. Up next was blimp Fuji. MIP. Yes. Wipe out Fuji there. Just have blimp. Drop it into shared. Replace. Yes. And where are we going to now? Texas. Trenton. I'll save that for probably next week. I'm going to show all the tracks that we're going to be at. We'll see if Riverside has a blimp. Because there's Trenton, and there's a couple other tracks that you may have seen when I've been flying through my folders and whatnot. It doesn't have a blimp. It has that plane banner. Or it has a blimp, just old school Goodyear. Oh, that's cool. We'll actually investigate how they made theirs. So you can see they had to deal with the same thing. The bottom of the blimp, all the same color. And they really stretched Goodyear across it. But we're going to go to the other side eventually. It's taking a while to get there. So we definitely have some more room to work with. And I'm telling you what, that only works, being this wide, that only works because there's no design on it. It's just one, it's just pretty basic. And I'm actually screenshotting that and remembering to deal with that later. Investigate that. So Riverside, no good. Well, the road courses are just too big. Phoenix. Yeah, we'll be running. I'll show this one. This is Phoenix 1997. Where the first Craftsman truck race was. And I'm not even going to mess with these MIPs because I'm just preserving this track how it looked and how it was made in 97. Because whoever made it for this reason, pretty sure. So and we're running the series, so let's keep it like that. But there's Fuji. Oh man, that looks good. And I have I put a little PBS sports banner up there on the press box if you see it. Probably can make it bigger. It's pretty small. Try not to cover up the window, the VIP windows up there. Jurassic Park over there on the left. But the Fujifilm blimp looks spectacular, but it just moved. I've never looked into the blimp paths and whatnot, how those work. That looks cool. Fuji's done. MetLife blimp. This will look fine. And what stinks is not stinks, but the night blimps. Guess what? They're at night, so you can't really see them that well anyway. But they'll all just have to have that American flag because anything else just looks silly, Trying to think. Dover. I was gonna run Chicago, and then I bailed. And we're not running Chicago. California. We're not running this California. We're running Auto Club, but the Auto Club we're running is at night, and that blimp won't show up here. So. I'm not sure if this will even pop up here. That Jurassic Park thing is popping up everywhere now. That's so funny. Alright, MetLife blimp. We're not getting a good look at it here. Yeah, we are. She looks good. We'll accelerate this some, see if we can get a better view of it. Where's she at? She's over there. We can get a look at Hank Hill in the meantime. Hey, she looks good. MetLife blimp looks good. And we're down to our last couple here. I think it's just, PBS. This is a very bare bones blimp for sure. Blimp, replace. California's done. Dover. We'll go to Dover. To Dover. And I've done made some moves here at Dover. Not too many. You know, put the monster there. Probably can change the MBNA 200 to whatever this race is going to be. There she is. Yeah. The next video I'm going to be making is probably going to be mipping some more videos. Or mipping Darlington. Well, I only have like 2 more tracks. And that'll be fixed. Those frames will be fixed. There's the PBS blimp over there looking good. But I'm just taking a look at the rest of everything I've done at Dover. PBS, big PBS Sports banner. You got the PBS Sports ads over there. I think we got a logo right here. Just not a lot going on for our Dover track. But we'll take a look at, try to get a better look at the blimp here. Oh, okay. So that happened again. I'm in the camp. I don't know how that happens. There's the PBS. I'm trying to recreate how I'm doing this. I don't even know where I'm at right now. I don't know how that's working. And then I just switched trucks and it stopped working. So I gotta figure out how that's happening. But there's PBS. That looks good. I'm not complaining. I just want to figure. I just want to nail down how I'm able to make that work. And then finally, blimp Reynolds wrap. And ideally, we can get this the New Hampshire track that we Reynolds wrapped has a blimp at it. New Hampshire, bam. And
Drivers, to your car.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's take a look. I think she's behind us right now. So yeah, this just happened. Okay, it's just is it the first truck that I go to that it works on? I'm not sure. Look at her. She looks amazing up there. How do you do? So, Dwight Schrute. Now, we go to the other trucks. Okay, wait a minute. Joe Dirt doesn't work. Dwight Schrute works. Walker doesn't work. Rod Woodson works. Dorothy doesn't work. Hill doesn't work. John Denver works. And these are all Chevys, I think. That's a Chevy. Rod Woodson was a Chevy. He's a Dodge Ram. So it works with the Chevys. That is freaking wild. That they only work with the Chevys. How is that a thing? I don't know, but okay. There's our blimps. Looks that's awesome. So we're doing. Oh man, we're in the home stretch here. We got to do. Really, I got to do Auto Club. Nazareth. We're gonna do Nazareth. Pretty much from scratch. MIP wise, and Darlington, and that's all I have. That's pretty much all I have left to do. So those will be coming in another video, And then to round this all out, I will be, just going through each track, seeing what we've done and looking at all the race logos and everything. And we'll put everything on the shelf for a while and then come back sometime in December with the... I'm going to end up messing with these all over again anyway. And we'll make those... But yeah, come back in December for the season. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.